combat preparations.
Welcome back, everybody. On the left-hand side, it is going to be... I forget the name. It is going to be the members of Habitual Line Steppers, with a Hanzo, Muradin, Mephisto, Sonya, and Rhaegar. On the right, it is going to be SOLOlane, a Yavapai City Municipal Youth Council Chess something story. Or SWIM for short, with a Probius, Brightwing, Lily, Kira, and Arthas. Yes, we got double support on the right-hand side with a Hypercarry Probius. Just kidding, not really Hypercarry Probius. But either way, let's get into it. Middle of the map. Map number 1 of this third best of 3 of the day. Oh, and that is a very cute hype train alert emote I got. I do like having a red card GIF emote. That is going to be very spammable in other streams. I think HoTS will be saved. Red card. Unyielding power from Mephisto level 1, as he'll be picking up some stackage on that one. Kira is going to be going into the fatal wounds at level 1 as well. So getting the bleed proc stacks on people and damage over time, etc. will get those stackages. We have Slam build for Sonya's. Arthas is going to rotate down here with his Frost Presence active. Excuse me, Frozen Tempest active. Frost Presence being the level 1, as I mentioned. So building up those stacks on his Howling Blast. Okay. You didn't get a notification, but I think that's the one. That's adorable still. Yeah, it might have gotten pushed up in chat while we were talking about Final Fantasy there for a little bit. So, camp on the left, camp on the right. Top lane Probius getting pushed back a little bit. Does have the, is it Resonance Pulse or something? No, Echo Pulse, that's what it is. Disruption Pulse now returns to Probius after 1.5 seconds, dealing 100% damage on the return trip. Evolving Sweep, immediate Polymorph. Pell is trying to get out of here. Peldor able to get that Dwarf Toss out with a small amount of HP. Does have Third Wind level 1, so building back up that health a little bit quicker at a higher threshold as well. Rhaegar lunges in. Storm Shield activated. Dwarf Toss out again by Muradin. Lightning Shield. Lily going full Serpent build. Sonya pushes up a wave in bottom and backs away safely. Good call from Sonya right there. Postman Pat. Aware of the rotation of the enemy. Probius kind of doing the exact same thing. Nice on Shan right there. Just kind of sees the enemy rotating up. Plays it safe by the fort front gate. Throws down a pylon. You do need to construct additional ones of those. And thank you again, everyone, for the massive, generous streams today or this week so far. It's been really nice of all of you. Thank you so very much. A lot of donations, a lot of gifted subs, a lot of resubs as well. So thank you, everyone, for supporting the channel. Really does mean a ton to me, and glad to bring you all wonderful games. And I don't know. It's been a really healthy week for me, outside of stream, like sleeping and diet and stuff. So. Now I just gotta continue doing this. Just gotta continue eating, drinking, and exercising healthily. Hooray for a good stream day. It's been a good streaming week. I gotta be honest. Fun games. We're gonna play more Deadlock or Predecessor today. I don't know what, but I was gonna let chat vote on that. I do want to play more of both, but I'll let you all decide on what we'll play. It's been fun checking out new MOBA type games. Little Skull Missiles out from Mephisto. Boomer APM still working on those unyielding power stacks. Lightning Nova activated. Muradin able to Dwarf Toss away. That's why you never hit the main tank. Howling Blast picks up another stack. Muradin trait delayed for a moment there. Arthas looking to step up. No more heroes with a natural agility over the wall. Throws back a Stormbolt. Revolving Sweep from Ara Luna does find the kill they're looking for. Muradin going down. Mephisto trying to help out here, but it's Rhaegar dying to the damage over time as the fatal wounds of Kira. She also continues to go into the upstage and the Healmonger. To be honest, it's a lot to manage. What's a lot to manage? Oh, like eating healthy and drinking healthy and exercising? Yeah, it is. I've been doing my best to cut alcohol out of my diet completely on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I, in the past, have not been successful. Usually it's like 2 days of like no alcohol, and then there's like Thursday I'll have like a beer or two after stream, but lately I've just been really trying to reduce that intake even more so, and then just eat healthy dinners, and then being consistent with my workout regimen for my back. One day we do lower back exercises like yesterday. Today I have to do upper back exercise, which is all thermoband stuff. It's all just like, it's like resistance stuff to strengthen my upper back muscles, which will help with posture, etc. But knock on wood, the worst I've had is some slight pains here and there in my shooting down my leg, but nothing where it's excruciating anymore. And hopefully it stays that way for the foreseeable future. Stormbolt from Muradin landing onto the Brightwing. A Howling Blast attempted to be returned, but no connection. Level 10 almost here for the right-hand side, so we're going to go ahead and see what Swim are able to do with their 10 talents. You want to see both be late, you'd vote Predecessor. I'm trying to get Tournament to Deadlock. Lard, if I were to play Deadlock, would they be able to watch some of it, or does watching... I guess Deadlock is a little difficult to watch, I think. There's a lot of very quick camera movement, so I think it can be nauseating to some people. I definitely feel like it's easier to play than watch. But granted, the more and more I play Deadlock, the less and less I have any sort of, like, motion sickness or issues. But I definitely see how people could get motion sick from that game. Heroics, we got Ancestral, Leap, Durance of Hate, Avatar, and Dragon's Arrow. On the right-hand side, Aura Luna going for the proper level 10 with Cure with the Unrelenting Strikes, the spinny slappy hits. We have Army of the Dead for Arthas. That looks like Water Dragon Lily. We got Null Gate on Probius and Blink Heals for the Brightwing. Old people eyes, I'm not sure I can effectively play FPS in competitive games. I honestly feel like I know you're memeing around, but I honestly feel like anybody can watch these types of games. I just really think you need to watch enough of it where you kind of, your brain can get the comprehension of it and like adjust to it. I mean, hell, I remember when I worked in architecture, we got bigger monitors, and I remember I had nausea for the first day on that new monitor. Now, granted, I was working in AutoCAD, so there's a lot of, like, jumping your screen around and stuff like that. But, I remember that first day we had those new monitors, I was, like, nauseous for half the day. So, I think it's just, honestly, I feel like it's just, if you watch enough of something, or at least view enough of it, your mind, your eyes can kind of adjust and get used to that. That's at least my 2 cents. I'm no ophthalmologist, but... That's at least my experience with everything. Still a small lead for the side of Swim here, as we have Control Point B announced in about a minute or two. It's a little bit longer cooldowns from when the... Oh, no! I completely didn't time that right at all. Never mind. I thought the Triggerlove went down way later. I wasn't watching the in-game time. No, we are just about ready to go for Control Point B Triggerlove Protector. As Camel soaks at bottom. It is still going to be Phase Shift, Hyper Shift, level 1 for Brightwing, but I have been seeing a lot more Brightwings take this Peekaboo level 7. Very popular level 7 as of late. Critical Mist is often what we would see in the past, so that when you activate your Soothing Mist, there is a heal as well, and I think there's some cooldown reduction value on that as well. But Peekaboo has been... A lot of Brightwings have been playing Peekaboo, I think to make up for the missing healing from that 2% reduction. Because you get the shielding as well from Peekaboo value, so... Let me just say Peekaboo one more time. Brightwing holding in bottom. We got Sonya down there as well. Mid lane wave on the fort front gate over here, getting some value. Probius still chilling around. Has the pylon summoned, and it's going to slowly make its way down over here. Not sure if that was intended, but either way. Dwarf toss in. What a really good heal. Oh, great Dragon's Arrow into the enemies. The Durance of Fate onto a few characters as well. Vital Committer goes down. Unrelenting Strikes does a big ol' slap on the ground. And Muradin does go down. Kira to be traded. No more heroes. Will not get picked off, but Arthas still running down the enemy with the Frozen Tempest active. Get old and you'll change your opinion? No, I won't. I'm a stubborn bald ginger. No, I'm not. I refuse to change my opinion. I mean, I grew up playing Counter-Strike, and I still I'm 33 right now, and I have no problem watching Counter-Strike. And I don't play it anymore. So, I don't know, maybe it's to each their own. Maybe there's just that, but hey, when I go on vacation, like, the first stream after vacation is so foreign to me. Like, looking at a game on a monitor is so weird looking, but after a day or so, it's back to whatever. Back to normal. Brightwing goes down, Sonya leaping in to try and make this fight work out as Brosman Pat so very low. The Unrelenting Strike takes her down. Arthas will be picked off. We currently have Rhaegar getting punched in the face by the Triglav Protector. As the laser continues to shoot out Boomer APM. With the Skull Missile back, does have the Unyielding Power done at level 1. Arthas level 4 at 144 stacks out of 200. Was that a dance? I think I just saw a tiny little dance attempted. 132 stacks on our Kira, 15 Frost Presence stacks for the Arthas. As I said, I really wasn't expecting any of these level 1 quests to not be finished out. Even the level 4 for Arthas. I mean, it's because we're on Volskaya Foundry, there's just so much team fighting, so all of these should be easily finished out, and, well, that's kind of the case right now. Kira's ults have the best sound. I think Unrelenting Strikes is, like, one of the top sound, like, one of, like, the top 10, like, heroic sounds in this game. I love the dubstep sword. Speaking of heroics, just about everything is off cooldown. 2 charges for Brightwing on the Blink heal. 15 seconds to go on Muradin's heroic. He does get 5% cooldown from his avatar for the Thunderclaps. Homies. Hello? I never thought Lily would be played competitively. This is the second Lily game we've seen today. We'll see how, I mean, it's working out for now, but Sonya in bottom lane, still doing solo lane things. Open up the map. Nicely done. Hey, Anton White, what's up, bud? I love the attention to details like Asmodonk. I mean, I said this before and I'll say it again. I know we're never gonna get we're never gonna get full development of this game ever again. But back when we had actual, like, active development, monthly skins and heroes, etc., blah blah blah, Blizzard put out that video where they showcased how they came up with all the different sounds and sound design for the Asmodunk skin, and that was, like, the coolest series to see. It was so cool to see the sound design team creating all those different swoosh noises and such. Dwarf Tosser Muradin, Avatar's active. Somehow Arthas is still living, and that's going to be because the Army of the Dead, the Unrelenting Strikes go from the Kira. Not sure if it actually got value there. It looked like the animation ended early, maybe from a Stormbolt or something. I don't even know, but it's on full cooldown. Currently a Brightwing Muradin traded in this engagement. That will be Arthas falling as well. Can they find a secondary kill on the side of Swim? Doesn't look like it. They'll back away. Control point C just opening up right now. Never say never. I'm not Microsoft Copium. All right. Enjoy your Copium and your forever disappointment. You must be a fan of Silksong too, Cold Root Cool, right? You must think Bloodborne's gonna come out one day. Speaking of that, I've been seeing so many memes where it's like the boardroom, and it's like Sony boardroom. After spending like millions of dollars on Concord, they can't figure out what players want, and there's just an image of a giant elephant that says Bloodborne PS5 PC. Oh man, I found that so funny. Anyways. Memes aside, we got our bottom lane fort going down. I personally don't think Microsoft will do anything with Heroes of the Storm. If they're going to do anything with a quote-unquote dead game, it would be StarCraft 2. Go look at the competitive scene of StarCraft 2 and go look at the competitive scene of Heroes of Storm. Who would you actually want to invest in? The video game that is a tournament series multiple times a year in major events, or Heroes of Storm, which has grassroots esports that, yeah, not everyone watches. At the end of the day, it's a business. You gotta look at it that way. I don't think Microsoft would touch Heroes of the Storm because it's not gonna make them the money they want to make. Even though when Microsoft came into owning Blizzard, they even said at an event, we're not here to tell Blizzard what to do. We're here to sit back and let Blizzard make amazing games like they always have. And then a month later, they fire, what, 2,000 people and cancel a 7-year in development game? Yeah, Microsoft, yeah, you really care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure they really care. 20 talent here on the left-hand side, leaping from the Sonya. The Durance of Hate will be coming through as well. We currently have Mephisto jumping in with the Shade. And he's going to take a handful of damage, but able to get to his origin point. The Ancestor healing with the Farseer's Blessing, splashing onto Muradin and maybe an ally around. Currently have Sonya backing out of the engagement a little bit low. The Skull Missiles continue to rain in from Boomer APM. They just can't find a kill, even though they have the 20 talent tier advantage. It's Boomer APM almost going down to the bleed from Kira. And somehow, some way, this double support composition is just not going down. Finally, Arthas will fall. The Army of the Dead will expire. It's going to be Sonya and Mephisto actually traded. What the heck? And Muradin should go down. Wow. The double support composition down the 20 talents here, picking it up at the end of that engagement, are going to find the triple kill. They want to make it a quadra kill, and off of Rhaegar, that's very plausible. Unfortunately, it is not true. Rhaegar lives. We're lucky that Blizzard leaves the servers up. Yep, yeah, there you go. It's a good way to put it. I love this game to death, but we sometimes have to be realistic with our anticipations in this life. Water Dragon upgrade with the Double Dragon. We'll see Death's Advance as well as the Silent Killer. Shoot him up for our Probius. We actually do see Sonya going Composite Spear level 20. No Ignore Pain. Triglav Protector C going over to the right-hand side for Swim, and we'll see. Can they take down Keep? Can they go Core? It's not a guarantee, but Triglav Protector Cs are very, very strong. The bottom lane fort's already gone down. Things are pushed up in bottom with this minion wave. Though I will say this, the death timers have elapsed on the left-hand side, so... Oh, God, I'm blanking on their team name. Hitting Lane Solo. No, that's not the name of the... Okay, hold on, I have to look this up. Habitual Lane Steppers, there we go. Sorry, when I do abbreviations, I lose the team name constantly. Habitual Lane Steppers, looking to defend their keep in bottom. 50% left on that bad boy as Mephisto jumps forward with the Mimic. Some scatters from Hanzo to poke out here. Triglav with the Rocket Glove, or the charge in. Little poke from the gunner position. Mephisto still trying to zone, getting some Skull Missile poke out as well. 10 to 8 in kills, favoring the side of Yavapai. More poke onto the keep, but this Triglav's getting low, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to take it down. It's nice to dream. Oh, it's nice to dream for sure. Don't get me wrong. I just try and keep my dreams in slight reality, that's all. Also, there's a lot of people that come to my channel like, do you think that Blizzard will be saved by Microsoft? There's that one developer at Microsoft that said that they would try and save Blizzard HoTS. Do you think Bahamut... Like, it's like, same question. Once, plus many times a week. It's like a once-a-week guarantee at this point. While Shade of Mephisto and Lightning Nova are active, Lightning Nova also casts some Shade location. Does Mephisto get double CD reduction from hitting the robot with 2 people in it? No. But he would get Mimic value overlapping, I believe. Durance of Fate is huge. The Dragon from Lili is shut down. Proby is dead for the next 21 seconds. The camp is invaded and stolen away by the side of... Habitual lane splitters. I keep wanting to say hero. It's habitual lane splitters. There's a guy, hot save confirmed. Yeah, yeah. Because we all know big studios listen to that one dev. Oh yeah, big studios totally listen to one developer. Oh, is it line? Not lane? It is line. It is line. Is this some sort of yeehaw thing? Habitual line steppers? Is this like line dancing or something? I don't get the reference. Mephisto jumps in, little bit of Lightning Nova value, some globes to be gained. Control point A, the second one will be spawning pretty soon, I do believe, and honestly, our blue squad, they're rallying, they find some later game kills, they start pushing in. It's keeps to keeps across the map, albeit this bottom lane keep down to about maybe an eighth or so of its HP. Maybe a quarter, a little more than a quarter. Uh-oh, Sonya, the wraparound from Arthas, she leaps away. Null Gate activated, but Composite Spear at level 20 to get the pull. What does habitual mean? Used on a regular basis, I do believe. So like a habitual drinker would be like someone who drinks every day, I think. A habitual pizza eater is someone that gets a lot of pizza. I think there's more to define, but I think that's the service of it all, if I'm not mistaken. From the origin of habit. Yeah, it's related to habit, yeah. But I believe habitual is like a daily user of something. Like I've always heard the term like habitual smoker. So like someone who smokes every day. Or out of habit. Polymorph from the Brightwing. I think it's typically utilized with negative connotation. I think. I'm not an English major. I went to school to draw lines. Endurance of Hate from Mephisto connecting onto quite a few. The leap from Sonya, the Dragon's Arrow. The Mephisto Shade is so good with the Lightning Nova, but no one's going down. The Kira returns with the Unrelenting Strike Silent Killer, and she's down to a 1 second cooldown. She can pop that bad boy once again and get more cooldown, and she will do exactly that. Big ol' slap onto a few enemies, as that's Boomer APM going to be taken down. Swim with an absolute destruction of this team fight. Habitual line steppers are going to be losing 4, and this will be core call through bottom. As far as I know, habitual means as a habit, ergo regularly, yeah. Why are we talking about egos, though? Cool. Cold coop. Ego regularly? How did no one from Swim die? Lily. Sarah Linini. Sarah Linini is definitely the reason that no one died. GG, well played. Yavapai takes map 1 in a colossal mid lane team fight that was beautiful. That was an absolutely amazing team fight. The Aura Luna, the Silent Killer, so if you don't know what this is, so first off, if you don't know Unrelenting Strikes, we don't see a ton of Kira. So you deal 109, obviously this scales, this resets back to level 1 when we're on stat screen, I do believe. Deal 109 damage to nearby enemies every 0.5 seconds for 2.5 seconds as your sword grows outward. Upon expiring, deal 395 damage to nearby enemy heroes, stun them for 1.5 seconds. What does the Silent Killer upgrade do? Hitting enemy heroes with Unrelenting Strike silences them for 0.5 seconds and reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. So we had back-to-back of those, which probably shut down some of the Rhaegar healing and utility. Meanwhile, you had the Lily with a bunch of Cloud Serpents, Wind Serpents. She's got Lightning Serpent, Bless of Yulon. You've also got her Blinding Winds in all of this. A big leap from Sonya. There was also the I think Arthas actually had Army of the Dead active during all that as well. So all in all, it was just a colossal moment for Swim right there, and they just come out on top of a critical team fight at the end of the game. Sounds like one of those edgy 90 movies. Bad habit. Probius surviving there is insane. I absolutely agree on that one. Probius with a health bar of as fragile as a toothpick. All right, I need a cup of tea. I need to run to the bathroom, and we need to get rid of some ads.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
Welcome back, everyone, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division E matchup of the Habitual Line Steppers on the left-hand side with a Greymane, Diablo, Hogger, Tassadar, and Brightwing. Right side of the map is Yavapai, Swim for short. Municipal Council SOLOlane story. I never know their name, but I did my best. We will be seeing a Kael'thas, Samuro, Lucio, Artanis, Johanna. And your Twitch prediction is going to be how many regeneration globes for Kael'thas by the end of the game? Is it going to be 40 or more, 39 or less? Get your gambles in. If you know the results, you're welcome to gamble. Just don't spoil it in chat. Enjoy the fact that you know, and enjoy the fact you're going to guarantee yourself some channel points. So long as we get some doubters or believers. Right now, we got a lot of doubters. Gravity Blast from Kael'thas into this Diablo immediately. He looks to step up and find some sort of... Oh, that was an awkward overpower, just over the Force Wall from Tassadar. Not what he was trying to do, as Samuro's already headed into bottom lane. We got Way of Wind to level 1 for our Samuro. We'll also be seeing Lucio with the party mix. Big Phase Prism onto Brightwing. She should be dead here. Humongous Phase Prison with Blade Dash from Sarah Lindenany. Tassadar and Hogger will start this camp on the left-hand side. Artanis, as I mentioned, to go into the amateur opponent, so he'll be able to clear out camps, minion waves, basically anything that isn't a hero a little bit faster. Looking down from the Johanna. Easy Flame Strike. Clear out the wave. Samuro on Siege Giants over here. Alright, well, a simple start right now. Flame Strike onto Brightwing. Waves to be cleared. Bottom to be pushed or cleared out by the Johanna. Samuro will join in. Auto attacks to help out. Continuing with the one with the wind at level 4. Still Windwalk build, fairly popular, even though it did have a slight nerfs on it in the most recent patch. Exclamation patch if you'd like to check that out. Exclamation patch. Electric Fence on our Tassadar makes sense with the Diablo here, trying to just get a little extra damage. Also that slow as well by 35%. 9 stacks already for our Kael'thas, 2.5 minutes in. That's not bad regeneration globe gathering. Rotating around the map quite quickly. Objective phase on the right side of the map, favoring the positioning of Swim. Let's see if they can capitalize on this right now. Little Shock Ray from Tassadar, building up another 5 stacks, I believe, per hit. Yep. 5 extra damage per hit on the enemy heroes. It's a active quest, so as you gain those stacks, you're gaining the damage. It's not like Master Assassin Tychus where you don't get the value till the end. Gravity Blast from Kael'thas can't find Peldor, and that Diablo will not be taken down. Twitch prediction is going to be closing soon. If you're swayed by the fact that Kael'thas is already at 10 stacks 3 minutes in, it's a nice, actually, honestly, really good rotations, really good stacking from our Kael'thas here, as he doesn't rotate into top quick enough for that last glow, but it doesn't matter. The rotations are really quick from Swim here. We don't see a lot of rotating on this map. Oftentimes, I feel like you kind of set up in like a 1-1-1, and then you kind of have a rotation around to camps and stuff like that as needed. Or sometimes we'll get the SOLOlane sandwich. So you get like a bruiser top, bruiser bottom, tank, healer mid, and then you have like a quote-unquote jungler, if you will, to use other MOBA terms. Oh, I thought that phase prism hit onto Diablo right there. I thought he was swapped to death, but no. No swap to connect, and our second seed is up and available. Brightwing starting things out here. One. Oh, whoa, whoa. Diablo goes down the low side of our screen. 55 souls for him. No respawn. Uh-oh. Tassadar taken down as well. Gravity Lapse goes fishing, but no one found at the end of that whirlwind. And, all right. Another globe over to Kael'thas. Another seed for the side of Yavapai as habitual line steppers look to find their way back into this map. Though with all the rotations, it does seem like the experience is kind of equal. Let's actually take a look at the other numbers right now, because I am curious. The experience is fairly equal between both sides. We're looking at maybe a quarter level difference with 3 kills. I want to see what that experience breakdown looks like as we get close to that. First, we got to check out the other numbers first beforehand. Looks like this tea has steeped long enough, so I can throw out this tea bag really quickly.
I feel a seed germinating. Are you ready for it?
Oh, let's see. Mercenaries, so there's a little bit of a minion gain. Yeah, the minion experience is kind of making up for that heroic kills. I was thinking it would be that, but we're roughly 1,000 difference between both these two teams. Roughly 1,000 difference. Okay. So tens will be here in a moment. Is this going to be third seed given away? No way. They got to contest this, right? Soaking OP. Soaking can be very, very strong. And Soaking kills if Diablo and Hogger can find it onto Camel here. Shockwave from Tassadar tickles the heel of Lucio, and he gets to play a song from his grave? I thought I had something there. Nothing. X on Brightwing gets the first seed for their team. Nicely done. If there are waves of minions, it should be called surfing instead of soaking. We missed the Tassadar kill, but honestly, it was worth it. Shadow Charge? Shadow Charge? Shadow Charge into the fort range, and Diablo's like, you know what, I can tank a couple tower shots, no big deal. Smush the real Samuro. Nice kill. Ah, gets to play as Requiem. That's good. That's clever right there. I like that one, Cold. I like that one, bud.
My little seed is on the verge of spreading.
So,
Prepare to gather it.
Diablo and crew are gonna finish out this bruiser camp for bottom lane. Looks like we'll have the same done on the opposing side from Swim in top. Next seed, right side of the map. The positioning is good for Swim, but of course, habitual line steppers do not want to give this away. Let's talk about 10s really quickly. Blink Heal, Black Hole, Shockwave, Apocalypse, and Curse Bullet. On the opposing side, Phoenix, that actually does something. Blade Storm, Sound Barrier, Spear of a Dune, and Blessed Shield. As there's going to be a Black Hole from the Tassadar, an Apocalypse from the Diablo. Here's a Phase Shift from Brightwing to help out. The Phoenix from Kael'thas thrown into the enemy team. Sound Barrier from Lucio. There's going to be your Spear of a Dune on Boomer APM health bar. Shockwave, he's just eating some of the damage. Hogger's fine with that. He's going to bounce through a few enemies. Gets actually a bounce over to... Oh, he didn't cancel? He didn't cancel? What is this insane bounce? What? How is Hogger still alive? Blade Storm from Samuro, the overpower from Diablo, but Lucio takes down Tassadar. Oh my god, what is the name? Purifier Beam. I could not remember it, but I could remember Spear of a Dune, so we'll just call it that from now on. Brightwing picked off by the Lucio, the real ranged assassin in this game. Still delaying out around this objective. We do have the bottom lane camp pushing up. Not sure if it took down the fort, actually. Because, yeah, the fort was still there when Diablo killed Hogger. Sorry, killed Samuro. Hogger actually bouncing around here. Lands in front of the tower. Lucio can chase this, but he won't. Trying to zone the gray main here. Aura Luna does not go down. I thought that Kael'thas was going to get picked off. 23 regeneration globes already for our Kael'thas. 8.5 minutes in. As we do get the Garden Tear summon, the Shockwave. They want SOLOlane, and they take down the Artanis. Purifier Beam not finding any value, as it will be resummoned again. What's the cooldown? 60? 70 seconds. So Garden Terror in top, working on the fort here. Garden Terror in bottom, really far back, and the Garden Terrors lose health every time they auto-attack. Nice living bomb right there. So the Garden Terror, as it's pushing up the bottom lane wave, you'll see its health bar decreases per auto-attack right there. So it's bottom lane, Garden Terror. It's not going to even get to the fort front gate. The top lane fort does go down to Samuro and Garden Terror up here. Boomer trying to clear this away. Samuro pops mirror images, does have Sakuchi, level 13. You want to chase onto Boomer APM? No, seems like the focus is going to be pushing keep front gate. Without the harassment would continue, but Shan backs away. Bottom lane wave being pushed up a bit. 25 regeneration globes for our Kael'thas. Phoenix is available, and honestly, I would love for Kael'thas to throw the Phoenix in right here. It's a low cooldown. The mana cost of Phoenix is less than a Gravity Lapse. Keep that in mind. A Gravity Lapse is 90 mana, and Phoenix is 80. And it's a 60-second cooldown. It's free siege for 7 seconds, but that's okay. Also, we do have Netherwind level 4. So Kael'thas gets 90-some% of his mana back if he lands the Gravity Lapse. It's an 80 mana return of the 90. I don't know, someone's got the percent-based math on that one. Break out them calculators, chat. As your teacher said, you never have one available. I don't know about you, chat. I had a secret calculator when I was a kid that I had stolen from my dad. Because back in the late 90s, early 2000s in America, there was just like everything from the office was like branded. So he worked for an automotive place. So we had like a bunch of like tiny calculators and stuff that he had in a drawer. So I found one and I hid it so that way I could do my math homework easier. Hence why I'm so horrible with math. That also, we had poor education in the United States. But you know, it's probably because I used a calculator on my math homework. Nothing to do with the education system here. 16 talent here picked up on both sides as we're getting into another Garden Terror seed phasing. There's a little bit of a delay from when the Garden Terrors have pushed and sieged and are cleared away to when we get another objective cycle. Now, of course, since the cycle has started, it's going to be low cooldown per seed. Very much like Curse Hollow. Treat it like Curse Hollow, essentially, if you are new to Heroes of Storm or don't know the mechanics through and through. Seed on the left-hand side is going to be left for the time being. Bottom lane wave to be cleared away. 31 regeneration globes on this Kael'thas. He is trucking along to pick up those stacks for our Twitch gamble here. And believers, you got to be feeling pretty good. I mean, he's 8 away. Kael'thas needs 8 regeneration globes. And there still keeps available. It's a promising amount of regeneration globes. Phoenix from Kael'thas thrown in. Hogger gets a bounce to the side. There's going to be a big swap from the Artanis as the Purifier Beam will still chase onto Boomer and take him down. That Hogger's out of the fight. They're looking to trade the Johanna here. Lucio dives in. Shock Rays from the Tassadar. One more auto, and Greymane gets that in too. Johanna, she does fall. It's a 1-for-1. Tank for Bruiser as Artanis really wants the Bright Wing and gets it with the Blade Dash. Comes through with the Twin Blades and chops up that Diablo. Lucio does have the Heavy Casters level 13, but he is a little gapped from his team. Meanwhile, Samuro doing Samuro things in top. And I think this top lane keep should be guaranteed. Tassadar will be a little bit late. Catapult's fixated, though. Yeah, one catapult shot will be enough right there. And Samuro hung around just in case he needed to get a couple more autos. Up against the Tassadar, I don't think he would have the burst to take down the real Samuro. And we'll see the sidewall being taken out. We got mid lane fort being pushed up on. 34 regeneration globes for Kael'thas. It's getting close. It's getting high. We'll see what happens here.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes.
150 Q stacks on our Tassadar. Not many more hits onto the enemies. I believe, what, 10 more hits? Get you fully stacked on that bad boy. This mid fort tower has been on literally 1 HP for the longest time. This has literally been on 1 HP. There was earlier, it almost killed that Hogger when Lucio was chasing around like a seed that was here. That was like 4 or 5 minutes ago in game time. Samura on the left-hand side of our screen. Does use Blade Storm. Was nerfed on the cooldown. Big shock ray onto Lucio. He does go down. No sound barrier activated in time. The black hole onto the real Samura. He tries to swap to a mirror image. He manages to get away on the left-hand side of our screen. There was a mirror image on the fort, and it looks like the Garden Terror Seed was picked up by Swim. They sacrificed Lucio for that, and can't be too upset, really. Still have a half a level lead. Still have the kill advantage. Oh, that one tower finally went down, unfortunately, though. Level 16 for Brightwing is going to be that Hush. No Critterize for the armor reduction, but Hush does give you silence for 1 second and 25% less damage for 3 seconds. Is it? Do you have to get the center as well for that one? Yeah, so it's Arcane Flare center for both of those.
I trust you know what to do.
All right. Diablo's full on souls, 20 talent here, half a level to go. Could technically give this Garden Terror Seed away, but it is on the bottom right of the map, which is the favorable position for Swim to get a second Garden Terror summoning. Top lane has 3 catapults arriving. Let's check the back catapult really quickly to see what the stats are on this bad boy. 532 damage into structures with 1,105 HP. It does seem like, I mean, Samura's not here. He's going to show in top lane in just a second. It is an offset fight, favoring the side of Habitual Line Steppers. The Apocalypse activated by Diablo. A shockwave from Hogger onto 3. The black hole is pretty big. The Phoenix from Kael'thas getting some damage onto Greymane, and the Suppression Pulse, or not Suppression Pulse, Purifier Beam goes out, takes down Greymane. No level 20 pickup for the resummon or recast of that beam. We do have Lucio traded. Postman goes down the left-hand side. Gravity Lapse onto Pelador. Does have full souls on the Diablo. You can see the little soul stone underneath this icon. Bladestorm from Smurro looking to take down Brightwing, and we'll be able to chop her up into Fairy Dragon meat, as we do have a Gravity Lapse into Diablo. Hogger tried to get the staggering blow, but our Luna doesn't go down. The living bomb, and Hogger can't get enough out, or enough, can't get the healing out from the Loot Horde, and there's going to be a Garden Terror. This Garden Terror in top lane is going to be summoned just by the keep front gate. This is going to be an insanely deep Garden Terror, and you can even see the rotation coming out from the members of Swim. They're looking to end map number 2, make this a 2-0 series through top lane. Bladestorm onto the minion wave, pushing up the Garden Terror faster. Diablo lands the Shadow Charge. He doesn't have full souls. Soul Shield activated, no swap, and the core shielding is already dropped, the core health is dropped, and this is looking like, yes, it is going to be map number 2 over the side of Swim. Yavapai will take this series 2-0 in Division E of NGS. Whew, what a game. What a series. All right. Kael'thas stacks. Man, I'm so sorry, believers. I am so sorry, believers. That was really close. That was really, really close, believers. I was rooting for you, but it is 39 or less. 39 or less. 2 regeneration globes shy. And you know, if you think about it, there was 1 regeneration globe Kael'thas didn't get in top lane because the allies rotated quickly and got it before he got there. And I'm sure there's another one just like that as well. So, you know what? For those of you who doubted, blame all the teammates of Yavapai. For those of you that, or wait, no. For those of you that doubted, cheer on the teammates of Yavapai. For those of you who believed, blame the teammates of Yavapai. There you go. Simple as that. Not even close. Not even close, non-champion. Not even close. Oh, that is good Creed tea. Oh,